Well, hello, collective family. Hello, good morning. If this is morning time for you, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you are watching this video. This is going to be a collective message that you are meant to hear. So, good morning, good afternoon. So, we're going to go ahead and get right into this reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for the collective, a message that you guys are meant to hear. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you all. Hi, TG. How are you? So, let's go ahead. We're going to pull a few cards and then we're going to get right into the reading. First card that I have here is surrender your fear of intimacy. So I feel like I don't know, this could be you or someone that you're dealing with. Someone has had feelings of intimacy. I do have a vision of fighting, not necessarily an actual fight. So someone is resisting your love. You could be resisting someone else's love. Okay. But the funny part about it is that this person has the exact same feelings that you have. Okay. I do feel like this person have had patterns of running away from love, or you could have had patterns of running away from love. And so here the universe is telling you or your person to surrender, to open your heart to intimacy. Ooh, okay. And what's so interesting is that a lot of you are going to be, you've been praying for this. You've been praying for this specific person and you ran into them and you didn't understand why. Why couldn't they open their heart to you? But I feel like, if you've been praying for this person to open up, they will. This person is going to open up their heart to you. Okay. Now, here is surrender to addictions. For some of you, your person could have an addiction to, different things. And I'm not going to go into the details of what a person could have addiction to. Of course, it could be a sexual addiction. It could be, everything else. I'll leave it alone. And this could be the reason why. And I also feel that for some of you, this is about a spiritual thing for your person. There's a lot of hidden feelings. I feel like this is inner child. This is abuse that they may have experienced in their past. This could be with you. This could be with your person. And unfortunately, the only way to cope is to use food, people, overworking, sex, that type of thing. And so here, remember what I said, this is about a spiritual issue that this person needs to begin to heal their addiction and begin to replace it with healthier things in their life. Part of that fear of intimacy is if I love this person, if I fall too deep, I may disappoint them. Okay, this is what I'm saying. So I feel like this fighting or this resisting that they're having towards you is because of things that they feel they're going to fail at because of their own issue. And again, this could be your problem. These are the things that you could be doing here. Okay. I'm going to get this last card. I'm going to get right into the tarot. Here it says, surrender the habit of people pleasing. Okay. All right. So there's one person that has fear of intimacy and the other person that has fear of not pleasing the person, right? And we all want to please our spouses, our partner, but sometimes it could be overdoing it. That's part of your addiction, doing too much, okay, here with the people pleasing. It says, learn to speak your needs, okay? That is a part of your pattern that you're going to have to release. It's an unhealthy cycle, being able to express your opinions. It says, and instead focusing on your happiness. A lot of you really have sacrificed your own happiness for someone else, okay? Because maybe you feel like you had to fix someone. You already knew that they had problems. You knew that they had childhood problems. You knew that, okay? But they were resisting you. And the more they were resisting, the more you fell deeper into their hole, causing you to fall here. I feel like this is also like, when sometimes you have there's, what is it called? Emotional eating. Some of you outside relationships, it could be relationships that's causing this. They can have emotional eating. It could also be drinking. It's that type of thing. Because there's unstable emotions here, it is causing some addictions, whether it is to the internet, it could be food, it could be drinking, and this is what you're going to overcome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for the collective, what you need to hear today. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Good morning, everyone. We're going to see what's going to come out in a message that you all need to hear today. All right. This is going to be for the collective. And I'm also seeing that for some of you, your family is going to have problems with moving or real estate or something like that. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Or some of you are what is it called? There's too many responsibilities where now there's a rift between you and your family. Things will get resolved, okay? If that is what you were concerned about. This is for the collective. What do they need to hear? Yeah. Oh boy. This came out first, then this. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this last card for this row. This is going to be for the collective. For the collective. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Justice. I love this. Okay. A lot of you could be dealing, I don't know. I'm just going to tell you. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Libra. I don't know why those cards are coming out. You could be a Pisces, Libra, Scorpio. You can have Scorpio in your chart, Libra in your chart. All of those could be in your chart. Also Pisces here is what I'm seeing. Didn't I tell you at the beginning of this here with the Five of Swords that someone is resisting? You know, this is a saboteur energy. And what did we read? That someone has addiction. Now, this could be just the fact that someone has fear of intimacy. They love you. They love you. I want you, your collective, I want you to hear this. This person does have love for you. Now, there is a difference between being in love and love, but I do feel just an overwhelming amount of love for you. So I do feel like the person loves you, but they're keeping it hidden. This person feels like it is almost like a weakness. It's like a weakness for me to love this person. Okay. So they're not going to express that. And sometimes keeping emotions in, keeping feelings in cause what? Addictions, okay? Because it's an unstable energy. Your person needs to grow spiritually. That's what needs to happen here. You could have met this person during Pisces season. I keep hearing Pisces, Scorpio, and Libra. I do not know why, but you could have, or you could be dealing with a Pisces. But this is definitely talking about how this person needs to grow spiritually. And we see it here with the Hermit. What does that mean? Needed to go in, needed to go within themselves. They are losing themselves. This is also praying. I talked about that earlier in the reading, how for a lot of you, this was someone that you prayed for. You were praying for this love. And here it is. They are resisting you. Okay. But they feel the same way that you feel. They really do. And part of here with this Temperance card, it is lessons that you've learned. But it is balancing. Yes, you can love them with your whole heart and soul, but do not lose yourself. What? In the dungeon. That's what this talked about. Do not lose yourself in the dungeon by trying to please someone just because you feel like your dreams, your prayers have been heard. You met the person of your dreams, and that could very well be true. But do not lose yourself in the moment. Now, here with the Knight of Wands, now we know for a fact that this is someone that's running away. These two right here are brother and sister, right? The Knight and the Five of Swords. They're coming in and out. And so people always ask me, like, Yasmin, why do they come back? I don't understand. Well, this is a habit for most people, especially those who carry the energy of the Knight of Wands. They come in. They'll come in, but they'll leave right back out. And why? Because we saw that someone has a fear of intimacy. They love it. They love being with you. They love feeling you. They love smelling you. They love that. But guess what? When things get too hot, when things get too heated, they run. A lot of you ran too quickly with this person. I mean, when I tell you, you moved too fast, you really did. And this person to me was very good about what they did. They knew how to say the right words. You know what I mean? So here with this person has the two swords. They're very indecisive. This is how I know for a fact that this person has feelings for you, but they were never telling you the truth. Again, keeping their truth and emotions away from you and leaving you what? Confused. Well, they say that they love me and they actually act like they love me, but what the hell? Why are they doing this to me? Okay. They need to grow up. This is what I was saying earlier. This person needs to grow spiritually. And it could come from, this is like a child, right? Could come from things that they have seen when they were growing up, or things that they didn't see. They didn't see a healthy relationship. They didn't see that. So they do not know how to love. And I will say, this is not necessarily for those who have very treacherous individuals that you're dealing with, because this could be treachery as well. Now, I'm not saying that they're not messed up. I'm not saying that they didn't have any, issues, okay, that they had growing up, but now they have developed into the devil. There's almost this energy where they feel like they can't be saved. So you can't save them either. Okay. We're going to go ahead. Oh, let's get the justice card here with justice. Now, remember, we talked about people pleasing. Justice in this temperance talks about what things being fair in a relationship. Do not sacrifice your happiness. Speak your truth. What does it say? Focus on your happiness. I know it was a line here that I love. Focus on your happiness, because again, you have been in relationships that have not been fair. Or some of you who are watching this have been in multiple of relationships because you're running away from your own feelings. And now it's starting to get tiring. Now this is the conclusion of things, almost close to it, right? The 10 talks about the end, but the 9 is the conclusion of it. Okay. So a lot of you could be, or your person could be experiencing karma at this time. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep going. We're going to see what's going to come out here. Some of you met this person. They are younger than you, or they, like I said, it's something about this energy where it's either young. It's young, immaturity, young. But you met this person almost like you felt like, oh my God, if I wasn't at this place, I would have never met them. This is possibly the reason why you're holding on to them so tightly. That's how you feel. And this person feels the same way that you feel. Look at all of this meditation and thinking. I feel like this is what both of you are doing. You can't stop thinking about your person. You miss your person. You love your person. Some of you are actually crying right now. I don't know why. This person is coming back in here. For some of you, this person is in your life. But maybe because it's been off and on and you cannot let this person go, there is some meditation that you need to do. There is some spirituality that needs to be taking place. There is a lesson that needs to be learned here. Let's go ahead. But yeah, all of this thinking, let's get it. This is going to be for the collective. For the collective. Look at this. Waiting, thinking, feeling betrayed. For a lot of you, that's exactly what you feel. But you already know the Ten of Swords means to me what? Every time I do this reading, the hard part is over with. We talked about the 9. Here is the 10. Yes, you've been through a lot of pain, a lot of hardships. And this is the thing. This person keeps coming back in here, apologizing, and then end up being the same thing over and over again. Then you end up being single. That's what happens. I feel like you have this thing where you're saying, maybe this time it'll be better. Maybe this time it'll work out. Even if you're causing a problem, you know what? Maybe I'll go back in. You know what? Maybe we can try to work this out. And for some odd reason, it never works. So what is the universe trying to teach you here with this Temperance card? It is a lesson. Maybe patience is your lesson. Okay, with that 3 of Wands. Maybe you're trying to decide. Maybe your person is trying to decide, is this the relationship for me? Okay, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for the collective. For the collective. Thank you. Oh, a lot came out. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You had a few cards that came out. 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you right now, a lot of you, 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck is letting me know that you guys are most likely going to be partnering up with someone differently in the future. You're like, I see things differently now. I love you. I really, really do. I love you with all my heart. Yes, we have memories. The Ten of Swords talks about a long time of memories, right? Pain and happiness, laugh, smile, passion. Absolutely. But you know what? I think it's time for me to see things a little bit different. I need to explore the world here with the Two of Wands. Because a lot of you were holding on to someone extremely too tight here with the Four of Swords. I mean, with the Four of Pentacles. Extremely too tight. And some of those Ten of Swords was self-inflicted wounds. Because remember, we said before, this was people pleasing. This was about what you were doing when you were holding on too tightly and couldn't let go, and a person kept stabbing you over and over again. What we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to clarify some of these cards. But I want you guys to pay attention. What's up under this Knight of Wands? Isn't it interesting? Does the Knight of Wands give? They take. They take. And I said this before. You're the person that's standing. For some of you, you could be the person that's literally taking. But they take because you feel like, they feel like, I deserve it. I'm supposed to have it anyway. Right? We're going to go ahead and start clarifying these cards. We're going to start with the Hermit here. This person is coming back in here. I'm just letting you know, for a lot of you, there is definitely going to be a moving forward, but not yet. This is going to be your future. Some of you, this is your present. This is what you're thinking now. But how are you going to fare when this person comes back in your life? Because they've gotten used to the cycle of coming in and coming out. A lot of you are really, really hurt. I see so much crying here. And you're praying for it to get better. That's where some of you are right now. Some of you right now are praying that things get better. You're wondering, even if you're single, I want you to hear this. Even if you're single, you're like, am I ever, this is what this is. Like, how in the world have I been so good in relationships? How have I worked so, diligently at myself, on my job, all of this, and I still don't have what I want? That's for those who are single. That is also very much in relating to those who are in relationships. I'm like, what is it that I'm not doing? Seven of Pentacles. Like, I'm confused. Some of you are daydreaming about the person that you love. You were in that connection. You're like, ooh, what would it be like if we had children? If we were living in the same house? What would it be like? And so to me, like I said, with that Hermit, there's a lot of reflecting, but there has to be a completely different kind of introspection here. This is not fantasy world, because you have been hurt. A lot of you have deep love for someone. Okay, but a lot of you have been hurting. A lot of, lonely crying here by yourself, and you need to. This is literally a part of purging. This is what purging looks like. Being by yourself, don't want to be around nobody. Get those feelings out. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Okay, let's get the Temperance. Like, do I want this? I put a lot of time, a lot of energy in this. It's been years. Do I really want this? Temperance, thank you. Oh, look at this, the Moon. Ooh. Oof. Okay, we got the Chariot as well. High emotion, very vulnerable. I need you guys in the comment section, even now you can do it, but I need you to tell me what's going on here. Has this recently happened? Because this is in a present position. Somebody is emotionally unstable. I feel very high emotional purging here. Crying, sad, vulnerability, not sure what you should do about your connection, if you should move on, if you should try to make this work. What's happening? Let's get the Knight of Wands. A lot of you said you just got out of it. It's been recent. That's what this looks like. And when I tell you this person has the, oh my goodness, this is crazy. This person has the ability to be a king. A queen. They have the ability to do right. They have the ability and they're not doing it. This is why I was saying before, there is this resistance. This person has shut down on you. And this person, for some of you, can get angry as hell, or you can get angry. So this is why I said spiritually, Pisces, we talked about that Pisces energy, and there it is. Pisces moon actually came out. When y'all fight, it gets ugly. Someone says some nasty words. The other person wants to hit, but they don't. Okay. I don't know who that is. Hopefully, I feel like I'm not going to say that hopefully it's more divine feminine, because it's like now I realize that some divine feminists take advantage of that and they really are abusive. But a long time ago, it used to be that little pit pat. It used to be like, it used to be that. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no bust you upside the head stuff. I'm not saying that. But whatever this is, this could get really, really, really ugly here. Okay. And for a fact that the ignoring, the silent treatment, the ghosting, the coldness is really brutal this time. This time it feels different. This time. Let's get the Justice card here. This time feels different. And it's so funny because I am going to clarify this again. So it may take a second because I do see that they're coming back in here to apologize. Look at that. Y'all are tired of this. Here with the 9 of Wands, it's like, how many times are we going to be doing this shit? How many times? Y'all come, this is what you say every time. You always say it's going to be different. That's what, you're wishing it for it to be. It has to be different this time. That's what you're saying. It has to be different. It has to be. But here it is with the 5 of Swords in the future. It has to be different this time. Come on now. It has to be different. Yeah, okay, we'll make it work. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more. Yes, okay. This is the type of person that whine you and dine you for the first week. Or you could be the type of person that whine and dine this person for the first week, and then all of a sudden, all the resentment starts creeping back in the next week. You start realizing or having those memories of what they did 2 months ago. Or remember, their addictions are starting to creep up on their ass. See, that's what we were talking about last time. Their addictions. They're like, excuse me, I thought this could work. I thought this could work. I really did. Then all of a sudden they get on IG, somebody's ass looking fat. Then everything is starting to look like, they're starting to get that itch again. Okay. Or the booze that's sitting on the counter is starting to call their name. And I do feel like when they come in here, I do feel that even when they do, they have the right intention. They have the right intention. But again, that is a page. They can only give you so much. Page are very naive. They're green. That's my favorite word now. They even think they're meaning it when they say it. They even mean it when they say it. But it ain't going to go nowhere. And this is why here with the 9 of Wands, they want to with all their heart. You want to with all your heart. But the 9 of Wands is like, who are we fooling? Who are we fooling? I'm tired of this shit. That's what y'all saying. Let's get this Knight of Wands. I was supposed to clarify this person a little bit more. Knight of Wands. Like they have the ability, literally have the ability to do better, and they're not. Didn't I say resisting? Not only that, your person, they have baggage. Your person is tied. Now, this is for those where the person is doing this because they can. Ooh. Can we talk about that? Either you're taking advantage of someone, 6 of Pentacles, either you're taking advantage of someone because you know you can, or your person is taking advantage of you because they know they can, and it has nothing to do with them actually really, really, truly, truly loving you, but it's because you give them too damn much because they already know you're going to do it. They already know. But it's something that is something or someone else that they're really wanting that they can't have that's off in the distance somewhere. Ooh, now this could be you. You could be doing this. You could be with somebody and they're trying to get your attention. They're like, man, I love you, collective. I love you. And you're like, I love somebody in the past. I can't help it. I can't help it. Oh, that's brutal. And it's not that you're doing it on purpose. It's because you can't help to love somebody else. Because again, this part of the story is still you. You thought you met the man of your dreams, the woman of your dreams, and it didn't work out, and you could be in separation. Now you're giving somebody else hell. They can't figure it out. They're like, well, what? Well, what? Why are you not? Why can't you love me? Okay. We do have the Three of Wands. So this is also letting me know that it is definitely interference. It is constantly interference. Person is taking it slow. They give you excuses. They tell you stuff like that. Well, let's just take it slow. Or you could be telling your person that, you know what, let's just take it slow. Not that we have to get to know each other because you've been knowing this person for like 10, 12 years, right? It could be just because this person knows for a fact that you're not the one, or you know that the person that you're dealing with isn't the one, but you don't know how to really let them down. Let's get the Seven of Pentacles. You don't know how to let them down. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Look at all of this Salvatore energy. Five of Swords keep coming out in this reading. I mean, it's still in the show, y'all. This person knows, this person knew, or you know, you're running away from the truth. You're not being honest with this person. They weren't being honest with you. They knew they didn't want to invest in this, but they were lying. Remember, this is after apology. This is after the apology that could be coming in and still turn around and do the exact same thing. This is after the apology, telling you that they want to invest, but they're really deceptive. You could be now an addiction to them, a fixture, but not really love here. Or your person is a fixture. You need a security blanket because you're loving someone else that you're not with. And this person is doing everything in their power to please you. That's what they're doing. And for others that's watching this, you did everything in your power to make it right. And it's not working because your person isn't being honest here with you with the Seven of Swords. They know every time that you walk away that they can just get you whenever they can. Look at how this person is. This person's kind of so laxy-daisy. They're like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I can come back whenever. I know I can. It hurts. Yes, it may hurt my feelings a little bit, but I mean, I can always come back. But I'm not going to be honest. Three of Wands here. Collective, at the moment, for a lot of you, you are waiting for someone. You could be separated for someone right now. You could be in a relationship and wanting a higher level of commitment. And you're like, okay, maybe, this time we talked about it, and now they're going to give me the ring. That's what you could be waiting for some of you. And for others, this is like, you separated and you're not talking. You're waiting for this person to come back in there. Waiting for your past person. This is so interesting that this is supposed to be you guys' energy. And look at how many hermits are coming out on top of the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody wrote in the comment section the other day and they said, why in the world do you always, the women, the divine feminine, always have to work on themselves? My readings is never directed towards any particular sex. Never. But working on yourself is also learning a lesson in discovering who you are, especially if you are not speaking up for yourself and saying no. We talked about this last time. No is an act of love. Learning how to say no. So while you're waiting, while you're in this meditative mode, what are you learning about yourself? Are you working on you? Now, someone could be here. And this is the thing. Are you working on yourself? Or are you waiting and meditating on trying to figure out how you can fix the relationship that's already broken? It's a card in this new deck where the woman is in the lab constantly trying to find a solution. Her hair is all over her head, driving herself mad, trying to make a relationship work that ain't even working. Look how depressed you are. Look how devastated you are because it's not. And so this is this is your present position. Universe is like, what is this? What am I trying to teach you? Are you listening? And some of you have fear of loneliness because that's 2 hermit cards out. Fear of loneliness. So you pick up anything. Let's get the 6 of Pentacles here. 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. You want to know the reason why your person wasn't giving to you or why you're not giving to your person is because you want to give it to another person or they are. You're just enough. You're just enough until that next person comes in. Yeah, how do we know? Because this is total competition. So what is it called? Placement holder. Oh, no, they're not being reciprocal because they're giving their reciprocity to someone else that they find very attractive, very sexy. And the person, it doesn't even have to be anybody younger. You know how they go. I said something about young earlier, and a person could just be new. Ace of Cups. The person could just be new. And this goes with the collective as well. You got up with this person because they were new, they were a shiny toy, maybe they were attractive, maybe they were sexy, but they just didn't do it for you. So now they're like, I actually like you, collective. What happened? You're like, because remember, it's right up under that night. Something to change overnight. But I'm going to be honest with you. Someone has found someone else, or they will, leaving you again in this same old situation here with 5 of Swords. Now, this time they may not come back. Let's go ahead. Let's get it. 5 of Swords. And look at you. This was the extra card that came out. Look at you. I can't believe this didn't work out. I don't know why it's not working. This is you holding on, and this is your person holding back. They're not opening up. They're not giving, and they don't want to. This person is refusing. This is not a selfish card, but this person is smart enough to protect themselves. The 4 of Pentacles is like, I'm only going to give it to the person who's deserving. Yikes. Right? This came out with the 5 of Swords, right up under the Justice card. They're going to give it to the right person. Let's get the 5 of Swords. Oof. Lord have mercy. And there you are. There you are, off away. You need this because we saw that 9 of Wands come out. You need the peace. You need peace. There needs to be some kind of relief in this connection. You need to find someone who loves you and like you the way you like them. And for those who are dealing with someone, let them go. Free them. Free them. Let them go. It's like the little duck that you put in a pond and you just kind of let it just the basket and it just rides the wave. Just let them go. If you know you're not in love with them, just let them go. You know, don't hold on to someone just because you don't want to be alone. You need a security blanket. Yeah, I see that. Like I said before, while you're waiting for your real person, for the real person to come in, whether you know them or not, whether you are aware of who they are in your life or not, just because you don't want to be by yourself, you have this person holding on, or you're giving them false hopes. We're going to go ahead and clarify this Four of Pentacles here for the collective. Is this the same thing? Holding on? A lot of you feel rejected. A lot of you feel like you want to go back to the person you really want, for those who are doing this to somebody else, but you feel like that it's too late. You feel like you dilly-dallied a little bit too long and you lost your person, or that they dilly-dallied and now it is completely over with. You don't even feel like you have a chance with them anymore. Or for those who have been the people pleaser, every time you try to force something that doesn't work, there's this energy of rejection every time. Every time. And I feel like for some of you here with this High Priestess and this Queen of Swords, you guys already know that anytime I see either a King of Swords or a Queen of Swords, this talks about someone intentionally. Remember, I said it is a fierce, the way that they disconnect from you, the way you disconnect from that person. It is a fierce disconnection. This is like someone trying to text you maybe once just to see, right? Let me just see if the, you know, how they're feeling today, and the person does not respond. Okay, that's what it looks like here to me with these two cards. I want to be completely honest with you. This is not healthy. Remember, a healthy connection does not do anything to intentionally hurt. You had 5 cards here that lets me know that something has been intentionally done. Because it can. Why? Because you're a people pleaser. Because you're here to please them. Or someone's in your life who you know for a fact is here to please you. That's that saying that's, see a fool and bump his head. Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. Okay? But I like the fact that the Queen of Swords is there, because eventually you're going to have a change in your perspective and learn how to let this go. This is mental and emotional abuse at its finest. At its finest. A mental and emotional abuse. You see perspective change twice here with the Two of Wands and also with that Hangman. You see it twice here. You learn your lesson. Look at that. Well, you look at that. Look at that. Wow, I am proud of you, collective. Tower card, learning how to release. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now, this does not mean that you've already done it. This does not mean that. This means for some of you right now, you're at separation. And then we're going to, what happens when you're at separation? Then this part happens. A lot of you are only on step 2. Sadness, depression, isolation, devastated. Then this person is going to come back in here. Yeah, they're still in their immature energy. Yeah, they'll give you a little bit. And then here it is. It's going to start right back over again. But then there's hope, because there is the releasing for good. Finally. Over and done. Remember, some of you are in the 9 energy. That's what I talked about in the beginning of this reading. And you're going to be in the end of it. Tower. You're in the concluding section right now. So learn how to get rid of this energy of addiction and obsessiveness and possessiveness. Because we all have it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. That's how it works. When we like something, we hold on to it. Shit. That's just like if I went out and got a pair of Prada shoes and I'm like, oh my God, this is literally the best pair of shoes that they had in the store. But it's not a size 8.5, it's a size 8. And it's like, I can kind of get my shoe, I can kind of squeeze my foot in this without it making it look too bad. We've all done that. It is that thing when you want something so badly, even if you have to squeeze in it, even if you have to like squeeze in it, you'll do it. You'll do it. It may hurt though, and it will. It will. It'll hurt. The blisters will start forming eventually, telling you that you know what, you were stupid to buy those shoes in the first place. I don't know why you tried, but yeah. But then you'll learn how to release it, let it go, put it on resale. You had fun with it when you had it. But this is what I'm seeing here for you, collective. This is the energy. I wish I had some more cards. Maybe I can pull. Oh, yeah. You know what? I haven't used these cards in a long time. I'm not even sure what the name of this deck is. I think it's called What's the Scoop or something like that. Literally a really, really old deck that I've gotten a long time ago. Let's see what comes out in this energy here for the collective while we conclude. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Someone is very stuck in their ways, stubborn as all hell. Meant to be. This relationship is magical. It's meant to be. This is not for this one. This is for this one. That means once you're able to let something go, you're going to have your prayers answered, the real one. That means you are definitely going to meet someone that's going to love you the way you deserve to be loved. I promise. And I feel like the universe is really making it work behind the scenes. You just don't see it right now. There is a love that is unknown. But you got to learn how to release what is and what's not working. Here it says a lot of you are at your breaking point, or you will be. Oh, that's that 9 of Wands. Oh my God, this has been horrible. Things are becoming too much to bear. Get it off me. I don't know. I just felt like a whole bunch of spiders. I felt a whole bunch of spiders. This person is extreme. And you know what? Let me tell you what I feel that this would mean. Didn't I tell you in the beginning of this reading, for some of you, let's look at this from a different perspective. You feel like it is meant to be. Your person feels like it's meant to be. This is the reason why you're holding on to it. This is the reason why someone is being possessive, but it's not working. That's what we just talked about. I don't know these cards. I didn't even know. I barely use these cards, and it's saying the same thing. Maybe part of it's not just about them being stubborn, but you. You are just as stubborn as they are. And look how frustrated you are because you feel like it was meant to be. For some of you, again, this could have been people you've been with for years. You've been knowing them for a very long time. And it's like, it just has to be, right? Right? This is my person, right? Right? Leveling up. This is you realizing your first, being in it alone, staying, walking in it, walking in the unknown. Because that was one of the first things we talked about in the beginning of this reading, because this was the last card that came out. This is you saying, going right back to what we said in the beginning, you realizing who you are, your lessons have been learned, and you know that there are other fish in the sea. That's exactly what this is all about. This is a phase that will end soon, just like the phases of the moon. It will end. This was amazing. I thought that this read was amazing. But again, I see for a lot of you, like I said before, you're at a crossroad. You're in the fork of a road. You're in that decision making, in that decision phase where you're trying to figure out if it's going to work. But again, like I said, there is going to be a breakthrough, a breakdown, a destruction of some sort here. You will definitely know what you need to do. This is what I have for you, collective. Oh my God, I stayed on for 45 minutes. That usually never happens. Okay, I'm about to go ahead and go to the shake shop. You already know how I do. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. This was a video I just impromptu. I just said, let me just go ahead and do it before I go out. This is what you were meant to hear. And I hope that it resonated with a lot of you. If you are new, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I love you all so much for being so supportive. And I will see you guys back here again, if not tomorrow, on Monday. Bye, guys.